Come on, I'm getting wet. Hello and welcome back to Court Farms. So I've just seen a lorry out on the road because we've got a few deliveries today. So I'm going to go and check I shut this door around there. So we've had some fertiliser delivered and I had to pay for a lorry when those little things that go onto the back to lift them up. Because obviously we've not got a loader still at the moment. I've put the sprayer in here because it's probably not good leaving it outside. And that little thing I had to buy from the shop. I meant to say the other week when we sprayed all the weeds in the drive and all the yard. So that was quite handy. So we've got some swordsmen, or 8 bags to do the fields that we've done silage off. And I did decide to get 2 pallets, which I think there's going to be enough, of barley to go in this field that we were cultivating in the spring, so we can put some spring barley in there. We have had news about our old place. We think we've now sold it, so I'm not quite sure whether it was 375 or 400,000. So we've lost money on that because we paid 475, I think it was, and basically I think it cost us about 20,000 or plus to have it cleaned up. So we've lost like £100,000 there. So our other delivery at the moment is Spaldings. I've bought a load of tools and spare parts that we might need. Shear bolts and different shear bolts and all sorts of lynch pins and stuff like that. Because that's the sort of stuff we need. All the little bits you'd expect you're going to need. Obviously we can't buy too many individual parts and machines that we don't know we've got yet, but we've got some bits. So we've spent a bit of money with them, so they brought a lorry down and I told them to stick it in the workshop. So hopefully they won't be too much longer, because I've got the plough on the 8400 because we've got to go and do a job down there. We've had a bit of a issue down there in the last few days, so we'll wait for him to finish unloading and get out of our way. Right, so he's gone. Bit of a rainbow there. So he's unloaded his stuff in here. It's been raining since started about 5 o'clock yesterday evening. And thundering and lightning. So we've sorted all our stuff out that we had in here, what we had from the Spaldings, and put it on the shelves and stuff and bits and pieces. We did get a shiny new toolbox, so we've got a few bits and pieces in there that I'm sure will help us out later on. Yeah, so that's all that in here sorted out. So we'll go and do this other job now. So we're back out in this field again. So we've had our first storm of the year, and we had a company in yesterday that basically took out the bit of the hedge that was in this field, and all the trees from down the road, just 2 of them in the storm fell into the road, and they're actually quite old trees, so I decided to get rid of them. There was nearly an accident down there. So a lot of it they logged up and took away, but a lot of it they just wood chipped straight onto the floor. You can see where the hedge was where we're running now. So I think they got rid of most of the roots and stuff. where all that sort of wood chip stuff is, that's where the hedge ran, and all the trees have been got rid of and they've taken out all the stumps. I thought it was best to get rid of the whole lot, as they were quite old. So we did consult with them that it was alright to actually take them out, and they said yeah. They just suggested it would be a good idea if we replant some somewhere else, so we'll have a meeting with them later about what to do and where to put some other ones. So what I was going to do was basically just plough this lot in, so over the winter hopefully it can all rot away. Try and keep the right gap away from the hedge. Try and keep it the same all the way up. This is the trickiest bit. Once we've done this bit, the other bit's easy. It's a case of ploughing it in. Just trying to keep it neat and the same distance away from the hedge. Absolutely filthy mess this tractor is. I'll have to get and give it a wash soon. Just coming to the end of it now, so just blend that in with that. Right, that should do. I think it's finding some tough bits in there, it's making it grunt a bit at times. This is the last bit just going underneath the plough now. So I think we've done alright there. So that's that bit sorted out. I should really have a look at trees. I don't think we've got many others that are near the road now. I'm just going to leave this here. I'm not going to muck around taking that off. Hopefully it might be dry tomorrow. Any luck. I have just got to pop and see an old lady that popped in to see us. That's down the road. It's actually at that farm that's just over there where we went past. And I think we went mowing. That farm down there has asked us to come and, if we can come and see her. So today's probably a good day to go and do that. So I'm not going to drive across the field, I'll go this way. Oh, so that is a sell point now. It's just up the side road from that windmill. Or the mill. So there's another entrance into it there, that must be the one we came out of. So I noticed that sign before. So we are just down here. So we'll go and see what she wants or what she wanted to show us. Hopefully there's someone in. So I'll just park here. And go and see if there's someone in. Which hopefully there is. Right, okay, no worries. Thank you very much. So we've been in there about half an hour having a chat. No, she's okay. She said go and have a look round on what she's told us. So we'll do that at this place. But I think that's a white car. That was her husband's. He obviously owned the farm. He passed away a couple of weeks ago, which is quite sad. And she's not sure what to do at the farm at the moment. Not sure what to do with the farm. But she has basically said she was trying to get rid of this maize silage because they cleaned the pit out to have a new lot in for this year, which they've had to, actually the field they've had to sell off the field. So there's this maize silage which they said they just want to get cleared as soon as possible, and they said you're welcome to take as much as you can. So maybe we could feed that to the calves. I'm not sure, I'll have to find out. But apparently there is a son and he keeps some sheep, so there's some sheep out here. But he doesn't really get too involved with the other side of the farm of it. So we can apparently help ourselves to that. So I think the calves will eat that, so we'll have to see. She also said you're welcome to have the manure out the shed. Apparently they had cattle there, but they've had to get rid of them because there's no one here to look after them, so they've had to get rid of them pretty sharpish. So I think they've had to clear the gateway to open the actual gate because it's quite thick in here. So look at that lot. They said we needed the manure we could take it away, but it would mean coming cleaning out the shed. So I said again, I'm going to have to think about that because A, we've got no loader, and B, I don't know what to do with it. We could spread it on that field we're going to use for next year, I suppose. But there was a lot of it in here. So that's it, basically. So I'm going to look at getting a loader pretty soon, actually. I might see if I can get hold of one in the next few days. Because that's all we need for that. We've got the trailers. So we'll have to see about that. So we'll have to see what we can manage to sort out there. I might just take a little drive down our track, actually. Go all the way around the farm and just check everything is alright. So we'll hop this way, go in from the other end, just have a drive around, make sure everything's alright. Yep, so everything is absolutely fine down that way. So that's going to be it for today, I think. We've dealt with our deliveries and done that other little job. Good to get that in there while it's raining. I'll get a bit of damp in there and rot it away. Stuff. So I'm going to get dried off and go in. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and we'll catch you all again later. Cheers.